What do you think of my hair now? I had a haircut yesterday. I cut it nice and shorter than usual. And now, as you can see, I'm more white than the darker color, which is fantastic. If you look on the inside, I am actually more gray, and a lot of the darker color has been cut off. So I wanted to do something drastic. I was kind of a little tired of the old hairstyle, and this was a very good sort of a pick me up. And here you go. Hope you like it. Let me know in the comments. I was told by the hairstylist that we could have other different conversations. Hey, Mint, my cat's trying to make an entrance. To have other different type of, did I say conversations? God, Mint, stop distracting me. Type of hairstyles. And, the one thing is that every time we sit down to make a change, and especially when you're on a journey of actually growing out your hair, and it's a liberating process, but it's still a process. So when I sat down at the salon, and she was suggesting all these different hairstyles, and my only step was just make it a little bit shorter because I need to get used to it before I can start going a little bit more drastic. And that's exactly what I did. So I had all these ideas, but when I sat down on that chair, it was like, nope, just keep it simple, cut it short, let me get used to it before I try and experiment. So here we are. And that's a perfect segue into welcome to Renaissance, knowing your true self. This is my true self, liberation. I don't have to hide my hair under color and dye. And that is an acceptance, self-love. It's liberation, as I had said earlier. So anyway, what did I want to talk about? Very interesting topic. And this is about, if you remember my post from a few days ago, I talked about toxic people, letting them go. So I have a quote that I want to read, and this was given to me by somebody who I really admire, and she has been one of my mentors in my journey the last few years. So the quote goes as follows: sometimes you've got to let everything go. Purge yourself. If you are unhappy with anything, whatever is bringing you down, get rid of it. Because you'll find that when you're free, your true creativity, your true self comes out. Ain't that the truth? So I've been seeing a lot of posts on social media, and this is again coming from people in personal development, the personal development space. And it's always this talk about the haters, the toxic people in their life. It's the claiming that I've let them go, but 2-3 years later, you're still talking about them. You're still talking about wanting love, wanting respect, wanting loyalty, whatever it is, love, understanding, acceptance. If you are still talking about that, and that is still one of your major things that you want to keep posting on, maybe the question to ask yourself is, okay, so maybe I physically let them go, but are they still here? Are they living and occupying a lot of my brain space? Because if they are, it's no better than letting go, right? True letting go is just leaving them and then working on the process of either finding new friends, finding new things, anything that you could do, having more of self-love within yourself, learning to cultivate that so that it doesn't matter. They will start in the process, they just start to go away. Maybe they'll pop in time and again, but it's not enough to make you sleep at night. You just know to let them go, right? That is what I believe is, if you want to deal with haters and toxic people, drama people, etc., get rid of them, and then also get rid of them from your head. Very important. And who knows this better than me? Because that's all I seem to be doing. Before, I would hang on to everybody, and then there are people that I still want to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I continue. But then at the end of the day, I'm the one who gets hurt, right? I may help them. I may be doing whatever I can do for them. But the worst thing is when you find yourself expending a lot of energy on them, whether you're taking care of them a lot, or it could also be, oh God, I'm trying to think what it is, that you are justifying yourself a lot. If you find yourself constantly justifying yourself, it's a lot of negative energy that you're holding on to, and it's not worth it. period. It's not worth it. So I've seen the difference where you are in that constant phase of constantly justifying yourself, dealing with the drama, to now they're gone. They're also gone from my head, right? And I'm telling you, it's bliss. That's the word that comes to me when I think about it. It's bliss. It's peace of mind. I love that I have that freedom, that I'm not answering constantly to somebody. If you're in a job, if you're in a relationship, if you have your friends, whatever, there's always going to be some degree of, connectedness where you maybe have to answer to things or whatever. And that's okay. Some level of that, I believe, is okay, right? Maybe you don't like it. To each their own. For me, I like that level of control. I like to go to the gym and have my trainers yell at me, right? And I feel sometimes resentful, but I need that. But I know I need that. But so there are things I know in my life that I need somebody to be on me, get me to move, things like that, right? Get my butt off the chair and do something. I need that. But there are people that just constantly put you down no matter what. They will and they drain at your energy. Like they drain and they suck at it. They're energy vampires. You must have heard that term. So, you know what? When you get to recognize that, start distancing yourself away from that. And you don't have to apologize for taking time for yourself. You have zero apology to give. If you need time to take care of yourself, take care of your mental energy, they're grown people. Maybe you might be dealing with kids too, but whatever. But I'm just talking mostly about, when we say toxic people, we're talking a lot of grown-ups, because we're all grown-ups here. They're grown people. They'll have to deal with it, right? And I'm not saying you have to be rude. Some people you do. I've been rude to some people and really had to extremely tell them to, like, for example, leave my house, or get out of my life. I don't want anything to talk to you. But that was just because the toxicity level had gone really high and there was no backing away. Then there are people that I just observe, and I observe them and I start to kind of weigh them, and I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe I wouldn't just, I don't think they're going to be worth my time. And so I will just sort of casually distance myself away from them, to the point that, maybe once in a few months I'll say hello or something, but I don't have to be constantly engaged with them. Right? That is what it is. And then when you do that, if you just let people go, but you don't focus on the future and look forward, they're going to keep coming back. You're constantly looking back at them. We see a lot of things about saying success is the best revenge. Sure, it's the best revenge. Okay, whatever. But I question that. Is it really the best revenge? You might hit a level of success just to see that those haters now are jealous of you or whatever. Okay, you get that satisfaction and something for those brief moments of time. But is that truly what's going to make you happy? Or can you just learn to be happy with yourself and be proud of yourself and take time for yourself and nurture yourself, so that anything that comes your way, success or whatever, you're not thinking about them. Maybe you might just briefly think about them, but you know how to move on, and you can go and celebrate yourself because you deserve this. This is your moment, your thing. You don't need to drag them in and say, aha, like for what, right? That is my belief, and that is what I want to say, is that, love yourself enough that you don't have to worry about the other people. Love yourself enough that even if people try to come into your life and they try to disrupt it, you know well enough to leave. Love yourself enough that even if you don't have any friends, you are happy to be home by yourself. That's how I look at my life right now. I am happy to be home by myself. I'm not saying I don't have friends. I have friends, but very few. Quality over quantity. So the few that I have, I cherish them. I love them. But the others, whatever. I'm okay to sit on a weekend and just, relax and do nothing. I'm okay, if I'm bored, I want to do something, I'll go for a drive. I'll go to the mall, something. But I don't have to have somebody by my side to constantly feel validated. That is self-love, right? So that is what I want to talk about today, is have that enough, get to know yourself. Just being with yourself is an adventure. Try new things, whatever you can do. Do whatever it is that you want, your heart's desire, your dreams, pursue them, whatever, do it. And don't let anybody dictate to you about, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, whatever, and you find yourself constantly justifying everything that you do. Been there, I really like, actually, I will say I love the way things are right now, where I don't have to answer to people in my private time. I just have my own time to myself. All right, I will stop for now and we will talk next week. Self-love, get rid of all this negative drama. Take care. Bye.